Please consider supporting me on my Patreon, which is linked in the description below, to receive some great rewards. What's going on, everyone? It is me, the Lone Vault Wanderer, and we are here with a brand new setup tour of my office space just back there, where we do all of my gaming and streaming and let's playing and also video editing. The reason why I wanted to do this video is because I made a few changes to my office since the face reveal in particular, because I really wanted a cool backdrop for all of my, streaming and webcam recordings. And also as well, I want to test out this new camera that I have. This is a DSC WX500 Sony camera, which was sent over to me by the Sony Foundation for all the charity work that we did with them. We raised over $2,000 for children and young adults with cancer, which was just insane. And as kind of a thank you, they sent me this vlog camera, which is really cool. We're going to start using it more, in particular for E3 later this year, but I'll make a separate video about that. So with all that out of the way, and me getting the name of the damn camera wrong, let's get to the setup video, and I want to show you all the cool new equipment that I have in the background here. Alrighty, so here's a wide angle shot of my office here. I'm going to start here with all of my merchandise, and we'll work around to my PC and kind of PC area, and also the lovely ring light there. Please mind that. The only reason why I have it on is to make sure that this is all nicely lit up. Otherwise, it'd be too difficult for you guys to see. So again, we're gonna start here with my merch, work our way around, and this is arguably my favorite bit of my merchandise collection. All of the Vault 101 bobbleheads. Now, a bit of background behind this. This is the Fallout 3 Collector's Edition one, mind you, so that's why it looks a little bit different. But these ones, I always wanted the full set of the Fallout bobbleheads, but initially, they did a limited run of them with Fallout 3, and they were the Vault 101 bobbleheads, not the Vault 111 bobbleheads that was in Fallout 4. And because it was a limited run, there was tons of price gouging going on eBay. So this full set, when it came to the Fallout 3 versions, were like hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. They were really, really expensive. And then Bethesda was like, well, you know what? Why don't we just do another run for Fallout 4? And that's what they did. So I bought this new set for like, I think it was like 150 US, maybe it was closer to 200, I can't remember. But certainly nowhere near the prices that were on eBay for the full set of the previous versions. So I really like that, especially the energy weapons one. That's absolutely my favorite. But of course the OG Fallout 3 one is pretty good as well. So let's move back to all the other stuff here. This is my Sub-Zero statue. Sub-Zero is my favorite character from Mortal Kombat. I used to play that a lot. Not when I was a kid, of course not, I was a teenager. But there's tons of other stuff here as well. This was for the Borderlands Psycho cosplay that we did at PAX Australia. There's tons of photos of that on my Twitter. But this is the Psycho mask, and this is the Buzz Axe that was actually donated to us by a bunch of people when I was Twitch streaming. So that was really cool. We went as a Psycho to PAX, and it was just a bunch of fun. I had never cosplayed before, so I'm always going to keep that as a kind of a reminder of the first time that I cosplayed. Moving on here, well, I'll show you the pop toys. They're kind of obstructed by the bobbleheads, but if you can see back here, we've got pretty much the original set of Fallout 4 pop toys. There are so many more that are out there now, and I actually have more that are back here, so you can see those there. Those are just kind of alternate versions of the ones that are already back there, so I just put them down there, because I literally have no more space on this. But as you can see, we got the Deathclaw, the Super Mutant, the Ghoul, the Lone Wanderer, or whatever it's called in Fallout 4. I don't know anymore. The Chosen One, Dog Meat, and the rest of the people there. So Vault Boy and Vault Girl. And yeah, like I got the original set. I thought this is awesome. And then they released more, and they keep releasing more. I got Dog Meat, but I didn't bother with anything else because there were just way too many in the end. So that is that. This is the Fallout Anthology Nuke. I've loosened it up a little bit, and I'm gonna drop my, yeah, there goes the Vault Boy. You can see in the inside of the nuke is literally every single Fallout game. So Fallout's 1, 2, I think Tactics is a part of this, but you can actually see the names. So that's kind of upside down, but you can see there it's Fallout, Fallout 2, Fallout Tactics, Fallout 3, Game of the Year, New Vegas, Ultimate, and Fallout 4. So that was a really cool set, but to be honest, I already own all these games. The only reason why I wanted it was because of this nuke. I thought this was pretty cool. And it's kind of like the centerpiece of this Fallout merch collection, even though there's tons of other stuff as well. We got a Vault Boy plushie back there. Yoshi's back there just chilling. This is really cool. So this is a signed photograph of the voice actor of Leggett Linnaeus from Fallout New Vegas. So I don't know if you remember, there used to be, or there still is rather, a Fallout New Vegas live action film that was done by my friend Wade Savage. And he had the actual voice actor of Leggett Linnaeus, voice act the character in that short series. And he had a bunch of people sign it. So his name is Mitch Lewis, by the way, the voice actor for Leggett Linnaeus. And he sent me over this as kind of a gift, for being such a good friend of his. And I gave him, I made tons of videos about his live action film. So thank you so much to Wade for that. He's kind of fallen off of social media, but I will always treasure that, man. Like having a signed photo, and Maddie has this as well, of Leggett Linnaeus is really, really cool. So we've got a Nuka-Cola Quantum. The light is missing. It's meant to globe or whatever. A Nuka-Cola. We have a Vault Boy mug. This is really cool. Okay, so this is from Bethesda's very first B3 or Bethesda E3 conference when Fallout 4 was announced. And they gave this to everyone that was in attendance. And this was given to me by a friend that was there on the day. I haven't touched it. It's completely mint condition. You've got someone from Doom, Fallout, and Dishonored there. It's just such a cool Mystery Minis box, and I'm never going to open that thing, and I'm going to keep it forever. I don't know how expensive they are, but I don't know if they were distributed wider than the people that were in attendance at the B3 conference. So I think I've covered pretty much everything there. Let's move on to here. You don't need to worry about what's back there. That's literally my modem and a bunch of boxes, and also my old PC, my Alienware, if you can see it. So let's start at the top here. So we've got this really cool on-air light. It doesn't light up anymore because the batteries run out, but I just keep it there anyways. Mum Alone gave this to me as a present because she thought it was cool that I'd have it whenever I go live streaming, and now it's in the backdrop of my live streams, which is really cool. We've got the Ocarina from Ocarina of Time, DK. We've got Mario Rabbids. I love the Rabbids, man. It's such a great game. We have Claptrap. I had a mind blank there. Another Vault Boy. We have BT from Titanfall 2. If you haven't played Titanfall 2, play that game, man. It's so damn emotional with BT. Vault-Tec, Lunchbox, Charmeleon, and Dragonite. Dragonite's my favorite Pokemon. We'll move down here. We've done a bit of Fallout stuff, so let's move on to BioShock for a second. We've got a Big Daddy Pop Toy. We've got a Little Sister Pop Toy. We've got it's meant to be a light-up Eve container, or an Eve syringe rather, that, in the game they inject it into their wrists to get the powers of plasmids. But it doesn't light up anymore, unfortunately. And then we have BioShock 2 and BioShock 1 on Xbox 360, because that was where I originally played it. Moving on, the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy, which is awesome. Like, these were so hard to get, and then they released the Bluetooth version, and I think they're pretty easy to get now. I haven't checked in a while, but this is one of the original ones, man. And holy crap, like, I remember I was watching the B3 conference from my home in Australia, and then as I was driving home, these things came out, and I stopped on the side of the road to pre-order it. It was pretty pathetic, but still, I got it, and that's what's important. We've got a bunch of other Fallout merch here. Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. I think that's a Cyborg perk from memory, and I think it's called Death Reaper. I can't remember the name of it, but they're all pretty cool. Moving back down. Whoops, I hit my damn computer. We have Elizabeth from BioShock, Booker from BioShock, and Songbird from BioShock. Like, this is all BioShock Infinite stuff. We also have I can't remember the name of these men from BioShock Infinite. I'm having a mind blank, but we got the art book there. We have the Devil's Kiss, and we also have BioShock Infinite on Xbox 360. So that's another BioShock cabinet. And there's more Fallout stuff. So this is the Fallout 3 Pip-Boy clock with that game in the collector's edition. Not as cool as that one, I'll admit, but it's still pretty epic. And then a bunch of other Fallout stuff. We got a Girl Raider, we got a Super Mutant, and we got the, oh my god, Mysterious Stranger, isn't that his name? Someone's gonna kill me if I got that wrong. And I forgot to mention, we have a ton of bottle caps like Nuka-Cola and Sunset Sarsaparilla here. Alright, so I'm gonna sit down even more. My knees are getting old. Tons of Fallout 3 New Vegas stuff. Again, this is from the Fallout 3 Collector's Edition. So this is the making of Fallout 3 holotape, mind the reflection there. We got Fallout 4. Actually, we have two Fallout 4, what's this? The featured music selections. Okay, I didn't even know that we had that. The Fallout 4 Collector's Edition. This is really cool. So when I went to E3 last year, part of their whole Bethesda land thing, they were giving these little pins away and you had to try and collect them all. I couldn't collect them all because everyone was trying to do it, but at the very least, I got a Vault Boy pin, which was awesome. And there's also one from Doom, which I think is equally cool, and also one from Prey. And then there's one from Elder Scrolls there, too, that I showed you first up. So I think that's really cool. I got them there. I'm kind of bummed that I couldn't get the rest of them, but, you know, what can you do? Tons of Dragon Ball stuff here. Dragon Ball Super, Shenron, Goku, Trunks in the background. This is really cool. This is a memory that I always hold dear. This is when I actually did a presentation for Bethesda at EB Expo. You know, this was in the lead up to Fallout 4, and I did this big Fallout history presentation that's still on my YouTube channel, by the way, if you do want to watch it. This is some Skyrim stuff that's kind of fallen over. We have Radix, Cat-Eye, Buff-Out. What else is there? I think it's... What is this? Mentats. Mentats and Fixer, a Bethesda wristband. This is kind of like a Prey notebook. It's got tons of art and concept stuff from Prey, which is really cool. Like the newer Prey, not the older one. A Vault Boy mask, Fallout Brotherhood of Steel guy, me and Mum Alone. Love the little Polaroid of us. Some more Fallout pins, and that's probably it from there. So that's all of my merch collection. Now let's move on to the main events. This is my awesome PC area. Now, I got a new ring light because when I'm streaming, you need good lighting, otherwise your stream and your webcam's gonna look like absolute garbage. So I bought this Neewer ring light. It wasn't that expensive, and it fits like, it wedged so nicely back here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of sitting on the stand there. I just love the thing. It makes webcams look so good. This in the background here is a bunch of foam. I'll kind of zoom in here. So it's a bunch of acoustic foam that it doesn't block sound, it just makes your voice sound nicer within a space. So if I'm like talking here, you can hear a lot of echo. I don't know if you could notice, but if I talk at the same volume here, you can actually see that a lot of the voice that I'm speaking, obviously, it's become dampened. So it's not really echoing as much as it did. And as I keep talking and come out here, there's gonna be a lot more echo, okay? So that's what that does, and it makes my mic recording sound awesome. So let's sit down, because we're getting old, and look at my lovely PC. So I'll have my PC specs in the description below. There's a PC part picker link that you can look at. Is that gonna zoom? Yeah, that's focused nicely. So I've got a GTX 1080 Ti there. This is a Corsair 460X case. I got like 4 G-Skill RAM sticks, the ones that are colorful. I've got a Aorus Gigabyte 5, I think that's what that is, the motherboard there, that also lights up. There's a lot of lighting up there. You can tell that I'm a sucker for RGB. That's probably it. I've got an SSD in there. I've got a C-CUDA hard drive. I think it's like no, it's a Fire CUDA hard drive, the faster HDDs in there as well. So it's a really good computer. It cost me, oh, that's gone off. With the new 1440p monitor that I got, it cost me like over $5,000. And I just got into it before the whole cryptocurrency mining pricing boom that pretty much ruined the prices of GPUs. So I love that PC. It makes streaming a breeze, editing a breeze, everything. Everything is just much faster. And as I said, I have an Aegon AOC 1440p 144 Hz monitor that has G-Sync. Unfortunately, I can't use G-Sync because OBS doesn't play nicely with G-Sync, and you have to have V-Sync on, so it kind of ruins that. But it's an IPS panel, so it is much better colors and quality than just your regular TN panel. This is also an IPS panel. It's my old monitor. It's a Samsung 1080p 60 frames. I think it's 60 frames. Yeah, I think it reaches 60 frames. And yeah, I keep that around as a second monitor whenever I want to stream and I can see the chat on that screen. And also multitasking is great with it as well. There's one thing that I wanted to highlight too. So you can't see it here because it's very dark, but just below the GPU there is an Elgato HD60 Pro. Elgato provided that to me for free alongside the Stream Deck. I'll get to that, and also the Cam Link. So that is a hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored post, because they did give these to me for free. But, you know, I'm just mentioning it there now so you guys are aware that I didn't pay for them. But that's going to allow me to capture like PS4 and Xbox gameplay and also Nintendo Switch gameplay. And I actually have my Xbox One set up here now, even though I never used it. But with like Red Dead Redemption, I can play that on my PC now, which is awesome. Like I've always wanted to do that, and now I've got backwards compatibility Xbox games there, thanks to the HD60 Pro. So the Stream Deck, this is awesome. Like this thing is so cool. Again, provided to me for free, so just bear that in mind. But what this does, it's kind of like a configurable macro key pad that allows you to do different things. So if I press this, for instance, it will send my Lone Vault emote to my Twitch chat. This will start a recording on OBS, that'll start a live stream, that'll mute my mic, that'll send a tweet out that I'm live streaming. This allows me to change between different scenes and different sources in OBS. Even here you can see, I don't think you can see it because it's really bright, but there's a Fallout 4 and a Mass Effect logo there that automatically changes the names of my stream to match those games. So it's really convenient, kind of expensive, but you know, just for me, when I stream a lot, it's very easy to press a button and to start recording, for instance. So it's really cool, kind of gimmicky, but still cool. The Cam Link, what this should allow me to do is to use like the camera that I'm using now instead of my regular webcam whenever I'm doing video recordings and live streams. Unfortunately, I need to get a cord that actually connects to this because, as you can see, it's a HDMI cord. So I'll need like a micro HDMI adapter to connect to that. And then they also have an extendable USB. That's just a pen. This is my white Xbox One controller. I think we're done with that area there, so we'll move on to my webcam. You can't see it at all, can you? I'm so sorry that you can't see that, but this is my Logitech camera, the C922, I think that one is. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not re-recording this video again, but that's like the typical camera alongside the C920 that most people use for Twitch live streaming and also, you know, just recording and using a webcam for YouTube. So that's definitely the standard. I have that, but I want to start using the camera that I have here more because I think I forgot that I have a lovely new camera tripod. We're going to be using this at E3 this year, and I want to talk about that in a later video, but we're going to be capturing a ton of footage at E3, so I wanted to get a tripod for that. And also as well, that tripod, I can just like put it on my table and use that as a recording instead of my webcam. This is obviously much better quality, so I want to get that adapter and figure it out and link it all up, but that's, you know, a project for another day. We have a Razer Naga configurable MMO mouse, which is really effective for like, I'm playing a lot of Fortnite, for instance. It's really easy to change between weapons and stuff. Also as well with Fallout, it's much easier. We have a Razer, I cannot remember the name of this keyboard. It's not mechanical, it's just a regular one, so it's really nothing special. Although you can see the RGB changes, right? It's so lovely, so many colors. This is my Rode PSA-1 boom arm, which connects to my Blue Yeti Blackout Edition. You see how there's so much equipment here that I have to remember the damn names of. But this is again another like standard microphone for people that stream and do YouTube stuff. The Blue Snowball is the next one down. I also have that and I use when I travel. But you can see, you can bring this out here, and that's how I do most of my, you know, recording and streaming and all that kind of stuff. Really convenient. You put that back there. It's kind of loose at the moment. I do want to get a stronger boom arm, but it does the job for now. And you also have to get this kind of mount for the Blue Yeti because it doesn't fit with regular mounts. So it's a little bit expensive. If I had a redo, I probably would have gotten a different microphone that had a more, you know, just standard, I can't remember what these mounts are called, but it pretty much means that when you're like moving it or touching the table or whatever, it doesn't have all this sound go through the microphones. So the Blue Yeti has a problem where if you just like touch something here, right, the sound will very easily transfer to the microphone. This has kind of like a mount with, what would you call that, rope there, I guess? That means it's less, it's less immune, or it's more immune, I should say, to sounds of different tapping and stuff. So it makes it really effective. I just stumbled through that. I'm sorry, but I'm not re-recording this. We have Bose QC35's noise cancelling headphones. I love these. I use them when I travel. I also use them when I stream. We also have a SteelSeries Volt 111 or Vault-Tec headphones. which is really cool. That was given to me by SteelSeries when Mallory still worked there. We have Sub-Zero for Mortal Kombat again. I also have another Xbox controller. Whenever I do want to use an Xbox controller for my PC gaming, not that often, but I do have this there. And what else do we have? We have a power bank that I used to charge a lot of stuff. I think we're pretty much done. We do have a, so that's all my Neewer packaging. We also have a what are these things called? I'm having a mind blank. They connect to the speakers there. That's what you need to know. They're Logitech, I don't even know the name of them. I'm having a mind blank. Speakers. They're speakers, guys. That's what they are. And that gives me a lot of bass. That's what that is. It's a subwoofer. That's the damn name. At least I remembered it. And I think we're done, right? That was a poorly edited video, but I'm sure you enjoyed it. So I think I've covered everything. I'm gonna do one last loop around just so you can see everything here. This is a really comfortable chair. I don't have one of those racing chairs. Guys, don't get a racing chair. Get a chair that has, you know, lumbar support. It's so much better. Have a look at this, right? Look at that lumbar support right there. It's really, really good. And then I also have this cushion that, yes, it has a coccyx space. Because sometimes when you sit down for too long, your coccyx gets sore. It's a lovely name, coccyx. But I highly recommend one of those ones if you're sitting down for long periods of time. I think we're about done, unless I have anything cool in this. Careful, hey, Nah, nothing cool in there. I have like a lot of packaging and stuff in there. I think we're done. Alrighty everyone, thank you so much for watching my setup video. I'm sitting in my chair now because my back is sore. I'm getting old, man, and I can't stand for 20 minutes talking about merchandise. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, this has been the Lone Vault Wanderer. Please take care of yourself. Keep an eye out for more Let's Plays that are coming in the future, and would you kindly keep fighting the good fight.